You have a child that's on the spectrum and they struggle with focus and attention problems, and you've wondered, are ADHD and autism similar? Then watch this video to find out what's really happening in the brain of a child with autism and ADHD. Hey, I'm Dr. Sam McDonald, brain health expert, helping you rewire your brain so you can live a better life. If you love this content, make sure to like and subscribe so you get the notifications for each week's new video. So if your child is struggling with focus and attention issues, or you have a child that's on the spectrum, you may have noticed some similarities. So you need to understand that both of these particular issues, both autism as well as ADHD, are problems in the brain. And understand that the brain works in very mysterious ways. That's also very complex, but the brain works in conjunction with each half. So you have a right brain, you have a left brain. And many of the research that's out right now is starting to really show that both autism and ADHD are primarily right brain issues. So focus and attention is primarily a right brain problem because all but one of our attention networks are on the right side of our brain. The only one that is not is on the left side of the brain. That's called short-term reward-driven attention. So if you've ever picked up a phone, played a game on there, or have any kind of social media or email account, all of these stimulate the short-term reward-driven networks because you get a reward in a very short amount of time, meaning you get a new notification, you get a text message, you get a new email, a notification comes through. All these different things activate this left side of the brain. Same thing with video games. You complete a level, you upgrade your character, you get some kind of new reward onto the next level. All of these activate the left side of the brain. Now the right side of the brain is where we have what's called long-term non-reward driven attention. This is an evolutionary development. So back in the plains and hunter-gatherer times, we had to be able to sit in a particular spot and wait and stalk our prey and look for the slightest movement that happens in the bush or the slightest movement that's in front of us to know, hey, there's something that can actually be hunted here. Same thing in the classroom. You have to sit for long periods of time, pay attention to a teacher or a professor, waiting for the important information that's going to be on the test. So all of these are going to be right brain issues. Now, autism similarly is going to involve the right brain, which is going to involve some of these reward and attention networks. However, autism is much further down the line. Again, think spectrum here, because with autism, truly this stems from what they call locked-in syndrome. And the right brain is the biggest connection to our body. It's how we feel our body. It's how we feel our body in our environment and everything that's going on around us. So think more big picture, less details, which is left brain. So when there's a right brain delay or a right brain deficit, we're not going to feel our body as well. We're not going to have as big of a connection to our body as we would if the right brain was properly developed and functioning, which means we won't be able to connect with our body when we feel locked in. We can't communicate with what's going on. We can't really express our emotions, our feelings. We can't regulate our emotions, which means there's more meltdowns and tantrums and lack of proper emotional regulation, lack of comfort in social scenes because we can't regulate the anxiety mechanisms or the fight or flight response in our brain. All this happens when that right brain is not functioning. Now, the biggest piece truly with autism is that there is this right brain deficit, but there is this massive left brain gift. And autism truly is a gift. You have this big, powerful left brain to be able to do things like calculations, numbers, memorize details, focus on fine motor skills, which is why a lot of our autism clients in our office are great artists, because they're very, very good at paying attention to these detailed things. Their brains process information at speeds that other humans just really can't. And that's why autism is such a powerful gift. It's truly having like a Ferrari engine. However, when that right brain is delayed, you have what's really called like bicycle brakes. You don't have the mechanisms to slow and coordinate these things down, which is why oftentimes parents that have a child with ADHD or autism will see more meltdowns and emotional tantrums and all these things because they can't regulate their body as well. So yes, they are similar. Both involve right brain deficits. It's just the biggest piece is that autism has this very powerful, strong left brain trait that truly is a genetic gift. So on that note, you should be healthy by choice, not by chance. And for that reason, I will see you on the next video.